Oh, no, you didn't. Wait a minute. No, you didn't. Hey, Jay! Hey! Jay! 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 Come back here! Jay! Fool ass bitch, man. Jay! I need my money! Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you.
What's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is Junior the Truth, and this is indeed the Punch Junkie Morning Show, man. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. You have absolutely no idea, man, none whatsoever. Shout out to the LDBC, Lions Den Boxing community. Be sure to go visit the website. Join the website, become an official documented member of the family, man. www.ldbcsports.com. I am indeed Junior the Truth, man. You can follow me over on the Punch Junkie Network mobile app, man. Whether you Team Apple or Team Android, man, we have the app there. And also the site is www.punchjunkie.network. Man, it is the last real space or the last space for real boxing fans, man. Come on and check us out, man. No trolls, no ads, no bullshit. It's just boxing. Let's get it, man. Salute to the family. Apologies, man. I'm trying to do like 5 things at the same time. My live stream is gotten mangled. You know what I'm saying, for some reason. But let me do a mic check, man. Make sure you got everybody can hear me. I think we good there over on the mobile app, man. Everywhere. We're only live on YouTube, so YouTube land. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I think you can. Excuse me. Salute to the family, man. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to drop through. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you, man. Yes, indeedy. Hey, man. Salute. Let me see. Bam. I think we are good. Check my mic level. It's a damn shame. There we go. Supposed to come in and do mic check early, man, but I can't. I was all in the market, man. Salute to the family though, man. Thank y'all so much for following through. I need to change the title of this joint. Just the muscle. Cause ain't no fucking way, boy. Ain't no way, man. Y'all know what I'm coming to talk about, man. Ain't no fucking way, boy. Ain't no way. Man, so thank y'all for following through, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. Let's get to it, man. I posted, those of y'all who follow me on Instagram, man. I posted a story over on IG, and it was or I posted a headline over on IG, and what it was there was an employee with the city of Chicago, and she went to cash her check. And Shay Grady Five said, "Market talk." You feel me? She salute to my brother JC. She went to cash her check at the bank that you know how you get your checks from from your employer, and then there's a bank on it, that actually houses the check, wherever their account is housed, so on and so forth. The woman went to go cash her check, and she was told that there was not enough money in the account, so she couldn't um cash the check, and that there was not enough money in the account. There was no money in the account. You know what I mean? Basically speaking, there was no money in that account. And so she was then advised to maybe go to another bank, you know what I mean, and cash the check, because that bank does not have access to, the account. So so she could actually, take her money and before the check gets back to the house bank, then maybe the money will be in the account. Now I know a lot of people will look at this and just think, whatever, it is what it is. But she's an employee of the city of Chicago. You feel? Well, maybe I'll just play the video. Let me see if I can play the video. Let me see if I can play the video. me think about this. Let me see if I can find it. It was. Y'all got to bear with me 1 second. I got to think about. I got to think about. Think about this for a minute. Here we go. If we can. They might have taken the story down. Hold on. I would not be surprised if the story was taken. Here we are. Okay. All right. So let me do it this way, man, to make it easier. Let's do it this way. Sorry, y'all. I'm working my way through now. I'm working my way through. Working my way through. Boom. Boom. All right, let's do it this way. Okay, let me hit this one time. Let's see.
You deposit it on your end by tomorrow. They should have the funds in there. I don't know.
Okay, so let me preface this. There's a lady in the city of Chicago. She's a city of Chicago employee. She's going to the bank to cash her check, because you know when you go to the bank that is on the check, they cash the check for free. Like the bank that houses the check, the bank that wrote the check, they'll cash the check for free, or you can go and take it to your bank, so on and so forth. If you go anywhere else, like if you go to the corner store, or you go to the meat market or wherever, and they cash checks, you're going to incur a fee. She's going to the house bank right there, probably right by her job, left work, cashed it, going to go cash the check so she can get the cash so that she can go and do her Christmas shopping and so on and so forth. This was right before Christmas. I believe this is right before Christmas. And this is what she's going through right then at that moment in time. So imagine, put yourself in her position. You work, and not only do you work for the city of, Chicago, and you got your check, and you're, about to go run and take care of your last minute stuff for Christmas, which we all wait till the last minute to do things. And you pull up to the bank to get your money so that you can go on with your day. And then this happens.
On your end by tomorrow, they should have the funds in there. I don't know. But as of right now, they do not.
So you cancel my endorsement.
No, cancel our endorsement.
Okay.
Because it's saying that we cashed it. So anywhere you go with it, they'll be like, no, you've already cashed it.
So you're saying the city of Chicago has no funds in its account?
At this time, in this account, no.
So I can't cash my paycheck?
Well, not here, because we have their account. We can actually see their account. If you go to another bank, they're not going to be able to see that. So if you go to your bank, they might be able to do it there, because they can't see that account, the city of Chicago account, like we can, because it's a Chase account. But we don't know how they work. So that would be another option for you.
I'm just flabbergasted. Because Lori's running around telling everybody they got to get vaccinated or they're losing their jobs, and she doesn't even have money in my
When
account
Lori Lightfoot
so
is
that I
more
can cash
concerned
my
with bringing
check.
people to financial ruin
I
and
don't even
vaccine
have money
mandates
and
than
I
making
can't even
sure
go do
her
my
employees
Christmas
can
shopping.
cash their checks the day after it was issued.
Wow, Lori, who voted Lori in office? Who voted her? I can't cash my check.
I'm so sorry. I don't know, maybe they're going to.
Man. So I'm gonna say this, man. First of all, like I want to just, any of the families that were involved or affected by this, man, you know what I mean? I want to send positive, my thoughts and positive vibrations to families. One thing about, people is people have the ability to be resilient and to make it through. You know what I'm saying? So man, I'm just hoping everybody's, all right and everybody's well with that situation. You know what I'm saying? Um as far as our as far as um everything is, as far as everything else, um man, it's a cold game, man. It's really truly a cold game. And so, one of the things when I come in and I talk about these, these finances and your money and controlling your money and I talk about not catching a brick and the 1 point failure system with regard to your funds and being able to put yourself in a position to eat what you kill and all of that kind of stuff. Um, this is kind of all of that, wrapped in one. Um, our financial system is in turmoil. You know what I'm saying? There's no, this is not any fear mongering. There is no this is not any, bullshit or this is not uh a bunch of political mumbo jumbo. I'm not coming in here talking about the financial situation being in trouble because of the Democrats being in office or because of what the Republicans did while they were in office. And I'm not talking about any of that. What I am saying is that things are in turmoil. Um, if you don't know, um, if you don't know, there are hundreds of banks all across the country that are closing branches. You feel me? Hundreds of banks that are closing branches, and they were closing branches right before Christmas time, and they're slating that they're pulling back because of the low manpower due to COVID. You know what I'm saying? Because of the low manpower due to COVID, because of the mere fact that, everybody's sick, so on and so forth. So they're using that as a reason, as a catalyst to actually close down office locations. You feel me? Some of you all might have been affected by office closings. You know what I'm saying? I'm not so sure if your bank in your area, maybe the bank that you go to, or maybe, but you're gonna see, if you haven't seen already, you're gonna begin to see banks closing their offices and closing down locations, right? And some of them are saying that they're temporarily closing and they're going to be possibly opening back later on, and so on and so forth. What we're going to see, though, is we're going to see that a bunch of these branches are not going to come back, man. They're going to stay closed. That's just what it is. After the new year, they're going to begin to close off those locations. Things are changing. Things are changing. And you have to, like, you cannot sit back and just sit idle like this stuff is not actually happening. You feel me? um as far as the stock market and the AMC play and some of these other plays or whatever the case may be, um like I've said before, um I'm 100% confident in my position in the AMC play and the other short squeezes. And once again, my understanding, of course, or my confidence is based on the way that the stock market has and the financial markets worked. You feel me? Does that mean that they won't pull some slick shit or try to pull some slick shit? No, it doesn't, because they already are. You feel me? They already are pulling slick shit. The mere fact that this thing has not already transpired, the fact that these short squeezes have all not already taken place, is proof positive that they're doing things. And when I say they, I mean everybody. I'm talking about from the government on down through the from the government through the market maker through down to the brokerages and the apps that we purchase the stocks for stocks from, all the way down through and through the media. You understand what I'm saying? All down through and through. Isn't it incredible that this has happened, and with regard to this the city of Chicago, and you haven't heard anything about it? Isn't that incredible? Isn't that incredible that whole arm of media has been cut off and you haven't heard anything about it? It's not been on CNN. It's not been on Fox News. It's not been on any of that stuff. Like it's not been on any of it. You feel me? It's incredible. And even when you listen to these financial channels and so on and so forth, and if they actually talk about um the AMC stock, they call it the meme stock, right? And then they talk about the Reddit community, and they talk about people who are the retail investors, which is the appropriate term, but they talk about us as if retail investors are, I don't know, reduced to just a bunch of just young kids, you know what I mean, sitting on their computers eating pizza in their mother's basements or their dorm room, playing with the stock market. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they've reduced it to that. They've reduced the AMC stock, the GameStop stock. They reduced that to just a bunch of kids playing on the internet and manipulating the market. When actually there are, I mean, it's various people who are indeed involved in this play, all the way down to different companies that and different hedge funds and teacher retirements and some of the biggest hedge funds in the game have come into this play because they understand what's going to happen on the other side of it. It's not a bunch of kids playing, but the media will manipulate it and help you think that. And also, one of the things that the media is going to do is they're going to manipulate it, and they're going to demonize those who have held, you know what I'm saying, firm to these plays, and they're going to act as if they're the reason for the financial crash. This what we're doing, and I've said this before, this is like the year 2008 for those of us that were around, that actually made money, who had retirement accounts that we looked at, who were actually investing in the market. This is 2008 all over. And in 2008, what you saw was you saw the housing crash, and you saw a ridiculous amount of money that was gone up in smoke. You feel me? Those of us who had like I told you all before, and I've shared, I wasn't managing my stock market portfolios and my 401k. I wasn't managing that. I had a financial advisor, and my money it was tied up in some funds, and some of those hedge funds, and those funds, mutual funds and shit that I talk about. And I lost literally half my money. I literally lost half my money that was tied in the stock market. My shit dropped down 50%. Half of my money. Half of my retirement gone. You feel me? Half my stock market portfolio gone. Half. And then you say that, they say this thing like, oh, it'll recover, yada, yada, yada. And no. When I took over my accounts, it was 2020 when I literally took over and no longer worked with my financial advisor, man. Salute to him and his family. And I decided to self-govern my accounts. I still had not recovered from 2008. Still hadn't recovered. So when you look at it, it's just it's a cold game. And so when I come in here, and I'm not coming in here to talk to you and say, hey man, look, you know what I'm saying? Look at me. Look, no, fuck that. I'm telling you that you have a responsibility to protect yourself and to protect your family. You understand what I'm saying? And ignoring shit don't make shit go away. You feel me? And choosing not to embark in this, and choosing not to roll your sleeves up and jump in and learn about this money and how this shit works does not make it go away. It's just gonna make you ill prepared for what to do. And like I told y'all, I'm turning into for me, I'm turning into a real live bankster. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we doing away with that shit, man. All that having, man, we doing away with that shit. Turn into a real live bankster, man. We gonna go ahead on and really truly manage our own money. You feel me? You can put your own money in the market, so on and so forth. But anyway, so we're gonna be seeing a lot of this stuff transpire. What's happening kind of, on a what is it? I'm not sure if this will be macroscopic or what's happening behind the scenes. I'll say it this way, is that you have a lot of the biggest financial companies ever, you know what I'm saying, in our, historically, and they're involved in these short sales of these quote unquote meme stocks. And the federal government is coming down hard and passing different legislation, bits of legislation that is causing uh, drastic changes to the way that business is done. Because what we have not been dealing with is a fair market. We have not been in a fair stock market. We have not been in an open market. We have been in a market that is manipulated from top to bottom. It's manipulated. It's been manipulated. And so as we continue to press forward and the government comes in under the tutelage of Gary Gensler and the other, folks over at the SEC, they are passing legislation that is making it more difficult for the market to be manipulated by the folks that have the money. And we're moving toward a fair market. Now, what they're doing is they're trying to control this as best as possible, because it'll really truly literally break the market. You understand what I'm saying? Um it was when you actually look at the numbers, excuse me, they'll tell you the AMC was the biggest, the most traded stock this year in the year 2021. It was traded more than Apple, it was traded more than Tesla, it was traded more than Amazon, it was traded more than these stocks. It was the most traded stock this year. You understand what I'm saying? And there are I believe 513 million shares. Okay. 513 million shares. And I believe the stock was traded more than, I think it was over 2 billion times that the stock was traded. So this is what I'm trying to get you to see. It's only 513 shares, but the stock was traded over, I think it's 2 billion times. You understand what I'm saying? Only 513 million shares, but the stock was traded over 2 billion times. You feel me? So there's a great deal of manipulation going on, excuse me, with regard to this play and the GameStop and other plays. And so what's happening now is you're seeing a lot of hedge funds and these big companies, they're scrambling to get their liquid together because of the margin calls. You feel me? And so on. I don't want to, now I'm jumping down this rabbit hole, man. I'm not trying to jump down this rabbit hole and confuse folks. But what I'm saying is you're going to see a lot of these financial entities go up in smoke. You understand what I'm saying? Wells Fargo, you know what I'm saying? You're seeing Wells Fargo branches close. You understand what I'm saying? And not only are you going to be seeing branches close, you're going to see whole banks closed. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna be big ones, like they're gonna be vanquished. Big ones, like big dogs in the game. You feel me? And it's all because of their involvement in shorting these meme stocks behind the scenes, because of course it's just like an umbrella effect. So you'll have this bank, but this bank belongs to, this financial system and is tied in with this financial system. So you have a big financial system with an umbrella of different companies. You understand what I'm saying? But they all fall under this umbrella, and so that umbrella is under attack. So it's going to cause, the consolidation, liquidations, is going to cause a whole lot of shit. You feel me? Shade Girl 85 says, so do I need to get my cash out of Wells Fargo? I'm not gonna say that. Only because I don't know and I'm not a financial advisor. You feel me? Doc D says, exactly, Evergrande in China is parallel to Lehman Brothers folding in 2008. Same thing gonna happen again. Facts, Doc D. And the thing with and this is the tricky thing with the Evergrande, right? Is that a lot of the big financial systems and the big financial institutions in our country was able to, because they had money tied up in Evergrande over in China, they were able to leverage that and able to make plays in the American market because they were being extended credit by the big financial institutions and so on and big players. And now that the Evergrande has dried up and they're going bankrupt, so now that is no longer there. So now the credit is no longer here for those brokerages, and now excuse me, those financial institutions, and now they're going to be getting hedge costs. So this shit is about to really truly get wild. Shake Girl's not a bad idea to actually cash up. It's not a bad idea to actually cash up. And you know what I'm saying? It's not a bad idea. Because we don't know what's going on. You feel me? As far as man, as far as the stock market, in my opinion, once again, and I've been saying this for a little while, you got to get in touch with your brokerages. Like I told you guys, you want to call or email or and figure out what the contingency plan is. So in the event that they go up in smoke, what happens? You feel me? In the event that they go up in smoke, what happens? Where does your money go? Where do your shares go? Because you literally have shares. When you made those purchases with these brokerages, you have shares of said stock. So where does your portfolio, who's responsible for your portfolio? Do they have your shares in-house, or is someone else holding the shares for you? You know what I'm saying? Based on the liquidity or whatever the case may be. So you want to find out where your shares are. If you are working with, Robinhood or, the Webull, that's kind of dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I have shares of things in Robinhood. I have shares of things in Webull, just, kind of, but it's not my big portfolio. You know what I mean? My big portfolio is not housed there. My big portfolio is just to be just transparent with you all. And I probably have to take this down. My big portfolio, one of them is with Fidelity. It's with Fidelity. Man, it's a cold game, man. It's a cold game. But at the end of the day, man, this is real, man. This is what we have going on. Queen 71 said, she said, and I'm sorry to jump in here like this, man, but I wouldn't be me if I came in here and played with y'all. Says, listen to what the teller said. She said, this account doesn't have the money. So in other words, the city account doesn't have the funds. That's why she told her to take it to her bank. All facts. All facts. There was no money. And the reason why I can relate to that and the reason why I understand it is because I worked for a university. You feel me? I worked for a university and I had my checks bounced. I had my checks bounced at a university that I worked for. You feel me? And like I literally took my account to the bank and the shit bounced. Like I've had that happen before. Man, it's a cold game when your payroll check bounce. You understand what I'm saying? And there was, a bunch of emergency meetings, and we all had to, go, and everybody went to, we had to go to, the multi-purpose area on campus and sit down and have, meetings. And then, people who were supervisors, supervisors had to have breakout meetings as to how to deal with their employees and so on and so forth. And so, like, I'm not dealing with no employee, bro, that they didn't work 40 plus hours and then they check bounce. What the fuck you talking about? I'm not helping you manage no employees. Like, they want blood. You feel me? Shit, I want blood too. like that's just what that is. I've had that happen to me before. And that institution was in financial ruins, man. Like, it literally was in financial ruins at that period in time. I'm not gonna, I know a lot of people gonna say, where was it? What? Nah, I ain't gonna do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold my water on that. But can you imagine? But just the mere fact that you have an employer, right? and your employer is not able to pay you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you working, doing your job, doing your part, and then it's time to get paid, and they can't pay you. Like, they can't compensate you. They can't cover. They breach your agreement. Period. Excuse me. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine going through that. You go to cash your paycheck. You feel me? You go cash your paycheck, and there's no money there. Imagine that. You feel me? So on a larger scale, that's why when people talk to me about having a job and needing security and so on and so forth, man, my dog ain't in that fight, because I have a different experience as as an employee. I have a totally different experience from folks, and I've been able to actually um experience things that have caused me to really truly look at the workforce differently and look at these things differently, look at society differently. Like, I look at that stuff differently. You know what I mean? I feel like going there and going there and actually going to I ain't gonna say that, man. Queen 71 says, I'm a federal employee, so my USAA account will cover my check no matter what, because they know they will eventually get paid. Yeah, I have a we utilize USAA as well. USAA is a good institution. But I don't know what that means moving forward, because we're going to a space we've never been in before, man. That's just the moral of the story. I don't know how else to say it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not like Negro Dominus or none of that kind of shit. I'm just a motherfucker that is consumed with this stuff. So, like, I haven't really been, if you notice, I ain't really been doing a whole bunch of over the top boxing talk and, so on and so forth, because I have been really truly consumed with this stuff, because I really truly need to understand how to move. You feel me? I need to understand what's going to happen if we move to a central currency system. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's something that's on the docket. Yeah, central currency system. Like, yeah, I gotta take this shit down. Yeah, you gonna be going to the post office to go to the bank type shit. Yeah, all these little different, all these little different, banks and branches and finance now, centralized currency system. So yeah, you want to go to the bank, you gotta take your ass to the post office. Imagine that. This shit, we in some yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Like, we definitely D-Dot says we in uncharted territory, man. We are. And so, like, I can't, that's what I'm consumed with. So coming in here playing around with this other stuff is not even, hey man, man. These things are distractions. These things are no knock on, I'm not knocking nobody and none of that shit, man. I'm not knocking sports and none of that, but that shit is a distraction, and a lot of it is welcome distractions. But what I'm telling you is, we got to get for real about this shit that's going on, and you got to try to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? What happens, you know what I mean, when your bank branch closes? If your bank branch closes, you understand what I'm saying? What happens with the quote unquote mass layoffs? It's just it's a I'm gonna stop there, man, because I'm not trying to the fear monger. But the only thing that I can encourage you all to do is to really truly get um serious, you know what I'm saying, about the things that are going on. You feel me? And man, and just be prepared and expect expect everything. Expect everything. Um hey man. Oh shit. Hey man. Queese, anyone said the city of Chicago got to do better. I'm sure the mayor ain't having trouble getting getting her money. Man, it's and then, a lot of the people who are there are going off because of the vaccine mandates, and people taking the vaccines in order to, I guess I'm not supposed to be saying vaccine on here, but anyway, because of the vaccine mandates and people taking the vaccines in order to keep their jobs and so on and so forth. So you're going through all of that to ensure, you know what I'm saying, the security of your life, and then your check don't clear when you go cash it. It's a cold game. It's a cold game. But hey man, watch your money. Those of you all who are in the market, once again, like I told you, it's not a bad idea to begin to set your self up to be able to fund yourself, become a bankster, your own bankster. Um, See what I did there, bankster, become a bankster, man, and just really truly, what I mean is you're able to fund your own um money. You're able to control your own money. You don't relinquish control of your funds to an institution that are going to do reckless things with your money. You understand what I'm saying? You relinquish your money to an institution and they go and short stocks in American market. So they take your money and they go attack American companies. You understand what I'm saying? Think about that. Can you imagine being an employee for AMC and you take your money and you put your money in the bank, and then the bank takes your money and attacks the AMC stock, causing that company to go out of business? This shit is a cold game. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it again. You work for AMC, right? And you take your money and you put your money into a bank, a financial institution, for safekeeping. And then they take your money and then they use your money in the market. And part of their strategy in the market is to attack AMC, to attack the AMC stock, and to devalue the company, to cause the company to be devalued, and to force that stock down, and to force that company out of business because of the devaluing of the company's stock shares, on into the point where you, of course, at the end of the day, you're gonna lose your job. It's a cold game. You understand what I'm saying? It's a cold game. You got to understand it, man, and really truly sit back and look at it. You look at shit like, okay, all right, we about to jump down the rabbit hole real quick. It's cool. Y'all ride with me. Imagine working at a company for 15, 10, 15, 5, 10 years, doing a job, earning money for the company. The company takes that money, puts it into research and development. You understand what I'm saying? And the research and development comes up with a new equipment and new processes to replace you on your job, so you are no longer needed. You understand what I'm saying? So you work hard, earn money for a company. The company then puts that money into research and development to develop processes to streamline their operation, which ultimately causes to the no longer needing for your no the necessity of your position no longer needed. You understand what I'm saying? You think I'm lying? Y'all asses just went to Walmart during the holiday season. What did you see at Walmart? You understand what I'm saying? When you go on this end cap and that end cap, you probably have about 8 machines that you scan yourself out. You have 8 machines and you have one teller watching 8 machines, if that. Somewhere in the middle, you have some other self-scan things. So you probably have a total of about 20 to 25 self-scan machines. Then you'll have a cool maybe 10 to 12 regular aisles where you walk through and you work with an actual cashier. You understand what I'm saying? This is the only time of year where all 10 of those aisles are actually open. All 10 of those, or 10 to 12 of those aisles where you work with a cashier, all of them are actually open. This is the only time of year during the holiday season where all of those things are open. You understand? Come January the 15th, they're gonna go back down. It'll be about 4 or 5. It'll be about five of them open. The other, 6 of them or so will be closed, and then the self-scan shit will be open. The cashier at these companies have worked hard and earned enough revenue for these companies to put their money into research and development and to develop systems and develop technologies or invest in technologies that come in that have replaced the need for human labor. And now the cashiers are becoming obsolete. Bank tellers are becoming obsolete. It's a cold game, man. And you can do the shit now, though. It's so cold now, Queen 71. You can go in because they used to have like the little trigger things you just carry yourself. Now you got your app, like you got your mobile app. You can go into the store and you can pick stuff up when you decide to buy it. You can scan it, put it in your cart and scan it, and you can pay for that shit and walk out the door. You don't even got to do the U-scan at the top no more. It's a cold game. And that money to be able to develop those technologies, to be able to invest in that technology, where do you think that money came from? That money came from the labor of the human labor. That's where that money came from, to be able to develop those technologies. The success of a company is based on the human labor. You understand what I'm saying? At some point, it's a cold game. So when you're aware of that, like, you got to become aware of that shit. When you're aware of that shit, then you make the necessary concessions and the necessary moves in order to I got to take this show down in order to be successful. Period. I can't, man. I wish I had some, I wish. And this shit been going on for so long. Like, I wrote my bachelor's degree, my thesis. You feel me? I wrote my thesis for my bachelor's degree. I wrote it on this, and it was based on a book by a man named Jeremy Rifkin called The End of Work. You understand what I'm saying? I wrote my whole shit on this exact thing. We talking about 2002. We talking about 2002. I'm telling you, man. Get your ass and get active, man. I don't really know what else to say, man. Get active. Mark Wonderlick said, the car industry. The car industry was a monster. You feel me? That shit that they did with the car industry was criminal. That shit that they did to these damn cities, you know what I mean, in middle America is criminal. GM, you know what I'm saying, Ford, all them motherfuckers, shit was criminal. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. Dayton, Ohio is a GM town, is a factory town. They came through and took industry and destroyed people, like destroyed everybody's lives. You feel me? I'm just blessed that I had a father who had worked in that space, and I seen it happen to my daddy. You understand what I'm saying? My father worked 31 years in the factory, and they closed the doors and put him in the streets. Period. They closed the doors and put their employees in the streets. Like, they literally, you had a job, then the shit was gone. You understand what I'm saying? They scaled back the operation for a while, then they just closed the doors. My daddy became unemployed. Period. Had to do the whole unemployment thing, which was a fraction of his shit, and so on and so forth. And then my father, during that process, my father died. My father died of a heart attack. You understand what I'm saying? My father was consumed with that shit. And what happened? My father was also, he was the shop chairman. He was basically the president of their union for years. You understand what I'm saying? For years. Period. Queen 71 said, yeah, the show will still be up on the app, Queen. So it's a mess. That's what's happened to automotive. And when you look at all these different industries, man, that's just, you got to get out here and you got to get for real. And it ain't it's not a bad time, like I've told you all, to do away with the 1-point failure system. You have either a skill, an idea, or a physical product that you can sell to actually make money. You understand what I'm saying? To generate revenue, period. I don't care if it's your grandmama's recipe, big mama's recipe for hair grease. You understand what I'm saying? You got it. But anyway, man, I don't want to jump down that too tough, man. I'm just telling you that it's ain't none of this shit safe, man. So you gotta really truly look at this stuff that's going on, become aware. The financial system is hey man, it's hey man, it's getting real. You feel me? Those of you all who are involved in the AMC play, just hold the line. That's all you got to do. You're gonna get rewarded for holding the line. They have to, in order to keep up with the integrity of the market, they have to. If they do not pay you, you know what I'm saying? If they do not pay us, this shit is gonna be in shambles. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna be wrecked, never to be repaired again. You understand? So it's just man, just check on your money, man. If you still got your money and you still, don't look at your retirement and stuff, look at your retirement. Call and ask questions of your financial advisor. Make the motherfuckers work. The fund manager, make their asses work. They get a commission. Make them work. You need to figure out are y'all involved in shorting these stocks, and if so, give me my money. You understand what I'm saying? This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Give me my money. Cashing all this shit out. Was y'all involved in that Evergrande shit over there? My money was tied up in that. Man, give me my money. Yeah, give me my money. You can wreck your own finance. You can wreck your own finances. If my finances is gonna get wrecked, they're gonna get wrecked by me. I'm not paying nobody to wreck my finances. The thing about 2008, when I lost 50% of my portfolio, once again, that I wasn't managing, you understand? I lost my bread and I still had to pay them management fees to my fund managers. I still had to pay my damn financial advisors for this shit. He still got his damn fee. Are you fucking kidding me? Nigga, I lost money. You are that automatically ought to mean that you don't get no bread. If you responsible for managing this shit and I lose money, that automatically mean your pay supposed to be cut, punk. Silence. I ain't got no money, punk. You feel me? Your bread should be cut. And excuse me, golly. And I still had to pay this motherfucker. So I lost 50% of my bread and I still had to pay this management fee. Man, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Dot D says AMC single-handedly brought people back to the theaters in mass and got into the NFT space. Market makers are blatantly suppressing the price at this point. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You feel me? It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, but they're not going to be able to continue to do it because of the liquidity requirements that are being mandated by the SEC. You feel me? And a lot of other things that are going to take place, man. This baby about to blow. You understand what I'm saying? And even when we gotta stop. You understand what I'm saying? But AMC moving into the NFT space, staying staple and steadfast, even dealing with this pandemic. There's a lot of things that are going on, man. They actually have made a move into doing the popcorn, so they're going to be actually selling movie theater popcorn in the grocery stores. For those of y'all, all you motherfuckers like to stream movies at home, you don't want to go to the theater no more. Okay, well, get you a big ass bag of this AMC popcorn to go with, because it is AMC popcorn, movie theater popcorn, to go with your movie that you're going to be watching at home. You understand what I'm saying? They also got their own, streaming services where you're going to be able to stream the AMC movie shit in the house at the crib. Like, it's, hey man, you feel me? It's going to be a whole lot of shit that makes the AMC a valuable stock. Is it going to be more valuable than Tesla and Apple and so on and so forth? Not right now. You know what I'm saying? Not right now. I mean, it will blow up there because of the short squeeze, which is what, people are holding on to it and dealing with it, this whole situation for. You know what I'm saying? But even after the squeeze, I know for me, I plan to carry AMC stock here on out. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to carry it, if nothing else, just as a show of solidarity. You feel me? I'm going to continue to carry that stock because this shit about to have my money so tall, all the bitches want to fall. You feel me? Money so tall, all the bitches want to fall. But then not just that, it's also going to be an opportunity to build um the fact that I'll be able to build out a life and legacy just for my family and for my, generational shit. So this will be the shit that, you understand what I'm saying? You know how motherfuckers be like, yeah, well, my great great grandfather, he did, this and this, and my family, and that family, they're still, long before I'm gone, they're still living off of the labor that I put in right now. So yeah, my great great grandfather started the Black Gentleman Grooming Company, man, and it was just a brainchild of his. And yeah, my great great grandfather started the Punch Junkie magazine. He just wanted to offer his own boxing publication because the boxing publication space had become saturated, and it was not genuine. And he just wanted to offer something really truly for the fans of boxing. Yeah, the motherfuckers gonna be talking about me long after I'm gone. You understand what I'm saying? Bury me a G. And the AMC and my moves in the stock market are not only going to solidify us here, but it's also going to enable us to do a lot of things. Like I told you all, like I plan on buying a compound. I plan on flying my brother D'Amato to playing pugilist, my brother Omega Red. You feel me? I plan on flying my brothers in to come help me, cultivate the land and really truly set my shit right. Like I'm on that. I'm not joking. Like I'm literally on that, on my acreage. I'm on that. And all of that is going to be funded by, the moves that we actually make now. But once again, like you have to really truly be serious about this stuff, man. And not just that, like you gotta undo the way that you think, man. This financial stuff is not something that is above you. Like if my dumb ass can engulf myself in it, not saying that I know a whole bunch of shit or know none of that, you know what I'm saying, or I'm a financial guru or any of that shit. No, but what I can tell you is learning this and moving in and making the moves and paying attention to the things I've been paying attention to. I can tell you that the financial guru shit is some bullshit. I can tell you these motherfuckers make it up as they go. I can tell you that motherfuckers can tell you shit that you can look up your own. Like you don't need a financial manager. I can tell you that much. You understand what I'm saying? I can definitely tell you that much. You don't all this, oh, you need a financial manager and they got to manage your account and they got to do this and I call bullshit. You can manage your own money. All you got to do is do the research, do the due diligence, and do the legwork. And what the fuck else is you doing? All you do is sit on social media all day and scan. All y'all doing is watching TV. So why not do the research yourself? I feel like that Everest College commercial. Dude, you ain't doing nothing now. Look at you. What the fuck you doing? You sitting on the couch, you scanning, you looking at YouTube, you watching little Boosie badass videos. What the fuck is you doing? You ain't doing nothing now. You might as well figure out what's going on with these finances. You might as well figure out how to fucking fund your own business. You might as well figure out how to structure your money. Yeah. D says, he says, I don't know y'all, but let me say, hold on, let me put this up here. My brother says, I don't know y'all, but let me say this. The fact that Junior is saying all of this to everybody for free means he genuinely cares about y'all. hey, D. This the crazy thing, bro. I had a Patreon where we covered and we dove in on this shit and people wouldn't come to the Patreon. I'm like, man, fuck that, bro. Like, I'm tired of seeing everybody. Like, I'ma just be real. Like, everybody's like zombies, bro, when it come to this shit. Like, we get on here, we get on the internet, and we just kind of mindlessly go through and, we having all this mindless conversation about Errol Spence Jr. and Bud Crawford and Tyson Fury and Bob Arum. Man, fuck all that shit, bro. What the fuck are you gonna do to take care of your family? What are you gonna do to make sure you don't catch this brick? You understand what I'm saying? Like, what do you want to do? What are you gonna do? Fuck all this, bro. These millionaires, this man, we love boxing. It's cool. It's entertainment, but it's a distraction. Entertainment is a distraction. You understand what I'm saying? They introduced sports and all that kind of shit into the mix. You know what I'm saying? From a political standpoint, way back in the Roman times, motherfuckers was jumping in there with the gladiators was jumping in there with lions and tigers and all that shit. They did that to keep the people distracted from what the fuck the government was doing. You understand what I'm saying? even with us, with the people like that's indigenous to this land, we played games. We had games that played that balls were involved, and it was just a welcome distraction from cultivating the land and growing and doing what it is that we did within our village and within our social systems. Like that was we came out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we bad in the motherfucker. Like, yeah, we bad in the motherfucker. Let's play this ball. Who got the wickedest jump shot? Who do this? Yeah, that's what we did. But it was a part of the culture, but it was to keep us to celebrate from what we were doing, to cultivate from the work. You feel me? Stop getting caught all up in this entertainment shit. Like, all this shit is entertainment. What the hell are we gonna do to really truly make an impact? Like, what are we gonna do? You feel me? What are we gonna do? So that's all I'm saying. Like, this ain't no knock on boxing. This ain't no knock on nobody. But like all these dudes, we sit on here and we talk about millionaires. You understand what I'm saying? And the majority of people in here can't put their hands on 100 racks. Fuck 100. Most of them, again, the majority of people in here can't put their hands on 10 racks. You feel me? Like, if I told you, hey man, put your hands on 10 racks and show me, nigga, you have a problem. You feel me? 5 racks. 1 rack. You understand what I'm saying? Like, man. So that's all I'm saying. Like, we gotta, at some point, all of this shit is cool. You know what I'm saying? Boxing, all of that, it's all cool. You know, I came in here fully prepared to do the year in review thing and so on and so forth. But this week, I'm not sure I even really want to do that, man. I think I probably want to run it down on some on some for real, like, financial talk. It's probably what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And we'll come back in here tomorrow. Shit, it probably won't even be called the Punch Junkie Morning Show. Maybe we'll keep the Punch Junkie Morning, man. I gotta go because the market just opened. But man, just man, be careful, man. That's all I got, man. Just be careful. Be aware. Look at your money. You understand what I'm saying? Pay attention to what's going on. And you know, we'll leave it at that, man. Thank y'all so much. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it, man. Once again, I'm gonna take this show down on here. If you're looking for it, it'll be over on the Junior the Truth mobile app. You gotta download the mobile app, and then you go over there and this show will be up there. I'm gonna change the name to it to, I don't know, shit, Real Talk 101 or some shit. I don't know. But really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all, man. Thank you so much. This is Junior the Truth signing off, man. I'm gonna remind you, you gotta view your life like a paradise until your life looks like a paradise. I'm a Ohio-born player made. If you don't know anything else about me, man, salute to our sponsors. Salute to hempschool.com. Salute to Big Mama Sauce. Man, salute to the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. Everybody that supports us, thank you guys so much, man. I sent the correspondence to everybody that shot with us in the year 2021. You got a correspondence from me, so go, you know, check your email. It should be an email. I think it's just email, no text, but it's just email. I might follow it up with a text message, but thank y'all so much. So y'all be sure to check that out, man. Man, I'm a Ohio-born player. Oh, view your life like a paradise until your life looks like a paradise. I'm a Ohio-born player made. If you don't know anything else about me, at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing back.
Oh, no, you didn't. Wait a minute. No, you didn't. Hey, Jay, come back here. Jay. Old ass bitch, man. Jay! My money! Jay! Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh?